gee, we thought you had a really strong second half of the year, and it looked as though you were definitely going to play on. I'm assuming it's always disappointing when you get the tap. How did it sort of play out in your little world there, and in terms of whether you wanted to play on or not, or how happy you were to go off into the sunset? How did it sort of manifest itself?
Yeah, well, the club always said that it'd be a discussion that'd be had towards the latter part of the year, if not the end of the year. So I was fully aware of that throughout the season. So I guess in knowing that, all I could do was try and play my best footy. And for the most part, I was able to do that. But I also knew that, the good thing for the club and the position they're in is if you don't need to keep the older blokes around who are, if we're not really going to, push for a premiership next year or the year after, you can start blooding a younger player to take my spot. So when we own that premiership window, whether it be 2, 3, 4 years time, these blokes have got experience. So from a club point of view, it's a good thing to sort of have to move me on. So I'm not just kicking around, but from a personal point of view, it's obviously very disappointing. But at the same time, I fully understand it. I've been lucky enough to draft out a career that lasted 14 years. So in that sense now, reflecting, I'm happy where it all sits. But I thought my footy may have been good enough to keep me going.
Was the door ever ajar, albeit briefly, at a third club, do you reckon, Daisy?
Well, look, I did say it is ajar, but the lack of interest has been underwhelming. So, look, it's, I got a little nibble early, but we'll just see where that finishes up.